Gordon is going to be passing around the groggers, so feel free to pull one out of the box to use during the service. And it's going to be a very important part for you to play, so you're going to be congregation participation in the service. And now how you use a grogger, I'll show you how to use a grogger, and then I'll tell you when to use the grogger. And both are very important. You need to know how to do it because you don't want to get hurt, right? So, and we don't want anyone else to get hurt, right? So how you use the grogger is kind of like, right? Okay, so that kind of a twisting. And it's all in the wrist, okay? It's not an arm movement, right? I'm not swinging my arm, right? You know, and you got to be careful. You don't hit the person next to you, right? We don't want anyone injured, right? If you get it too close to you, you can hit yourself and knock yourself out. And then we have to call an ambulance or something like that. So you got to do it right. Not large, just in the wrist, all in the wrist, okay? That's the key. All right, very good. All right, now, and then we'll have a practice where we'll all get to practice together and make sure your groggers are grogging properly. And if you grog them at the wrong time, you may lose the privilege of grogging, all right? So you got to use it at the right time, okay? Now, the proper time to grog is when you hear the enemy's name. And the purpose of grogging is to drown out his name for all eternity, right? So blot his name out so no one will ever remember or know his name or think of his name ever again. Now, before we do a practice of grogging, I want to show a little video of someone talking about groggers, okay? So, Rabi, you want to? Volume up.
You know, we do have a Haman of our time, and it's the Ayatollah of Iran. He's the Haman of our time. What I'm going to do is I want to send him the Megillah with a little note saying, "Don't you see how this story ends? Don't you get that you're just going to be the bad guy in one of our future holidays? That we're going to be swinging groggers to your name, making triangle cookies out of the shape of your weird ears?" By the way, I keep my grogger with me all year. Some of you put it away. I have it right there on the couch next to the remote control. Anytime I'm like watching CNN and something annoys me, like, Russian President Vladimir Putin. Former Secretary of State John Kerry. Even when I'm like watching The Bachelor, and the Bachelor dude picks the wrong woman, I'm like, Corinne, no! It is a little, immature that we all. I mean, we're grown adults, and it seems childish, I do it, I like it, because I do all of our traditions, but I'm just glad that, my non-Jewish friends are never sitting next to me while I'm reading the Megillah. I don't want to look at me. I don't need that. And I don't want to have this conversation either. So, you guys don't particularly like this Haman fella, do you? Oh, no. Bad guy. Bad hombre, as they say nowadays. Bad guy. So how many of you did he kill? It's not the amount really that matters. It is the intention. He wanted to kill all of us, but he didn't. We killed him. Wait. So you killed him? Oh no. And his 10 sons. And you're still mad at him? Oh, Jews can hold a grudge.
between a round one or a rectangle one, all right? And you're going to have to return them, so it's just on loan. But nonetheless, we need 2 more back there. Keep your hands raised. Gordon, if you can bring 2 more back there. Okay. All right, so now we'll practice. Well, we'll let those 2 get theirs. And keep your hands raised. And then we'll practice the wrist movement and the noise. Now, you can also stomp your feet. You can also yell boo, and you'll still have a free hand, so you can hit your head or, something, make noise. If you got a tambourine, whatever, make some noise. Yeah, stomp your feet. Yeah, use whatever body parts you want, right? That's fine. But again, it's all in the wrist, right? Not in the arm, not in the whole body, right? You don't wiggle your hip, just the wrist, all right? So that's how you do it. Okay, ready? On when I say the name, right? Hamburger. No, that's not the name, right? Ready? Suleimani. Boo! From what we just learned, we can say Suleimani. Boo, 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 right? Okay. You can keep them with you and say it anytime you want, right? So going down the road, see a billboard, whatever. Okay. Haman! Boo! All right, I think we got that. I think everyone's sounding it out pretty good.